Eddie Hearn is going to have to come out them pockets. There's no way around it. It's nothing he can do. He's going to have to come out them pockets if we stand at 147. Yeah, pat him down. Flip him inside out, come up with every quarter. Get in between your car seats, whatever you need to do. Because in a way, Brian Norman Jr., Sr., they have a unique, and I wouldn't say superior position, but they have a unique position that they're playing close to the chest. And business-wise, you can't blame them. Because as far as financial and looking at their situation, this is the best position Brian Norman Jr. is going to be in financially. So it is wise to get as much as you can out of the situation. Why can they play it like this and be somewhat annoying and getting on social media and ragging on Boots? Why can they do that? Because if Eddie Hearn is committed to what he says, and if Jerron Boots Ennis is committed to what he says, they have to come to Brian Norman Jr. That means you're going to have to comply with what he's talking about, because if not, he can hold up your entire progress that you're supposed to be making at 147. I would say if we're staying at 147, the best move, depending on how much, if I'm his team, how much I believe in Jerron, I'm going to go one of two ways. The best thing you can do, especially if you don't want to mess with Brian Norman Jr., and I'm going to get to Jr. in a minute, is to try to secure a Mario Barrios fight next as much as you can. You do whatever it is that you got to do. That's going to be the next best route, because not only that, the matchup is what boxing likes to digest. You know, you get the Latin fans and all that other stuff, and you know how that stuff goes in boxing. So that's right up the alley of boxing, and that's going to be a bigger stage for him to perform. You know, and I say that's if you believe in him. And I say that's if you don't believe in him. Go that route, and then if it goes well or whatever, go ahead and jump up. If you're staying at 147 and you're serious about becoming undisputed, your next fight is Brian Norman Jr. And I'm going to tell you why. Because you don't want him to knock off any more ring rust than he already got. And you don't want him to get no better than what it appears that he's getting. Okay? He's getting better every time I see him. You don't need him to gain any more skill on Jerron Boots Ennis. And a big reason why, Jerron will be able to touch him up with that jab. But it ain't no way Brian Norman Jr. don't land one of them vicious hooks he got. It ain't no way. No way. And that's probably why they could be wiggling around him anyway. But one thing you don't want to do is you don't want him to lose a belt another way and then go for the belt. We ain't gonna like that either. So what would be best for you to do, if you're serious about 147, is to go at Brian Norman Jr. fast. Don't let him get no more experience. Don't let him knock off any more ring rust. Because he already gonna be something. Because one thing Boots definitely gonna have to do is hold that phone, and Boots gonna get hit. And the way that boy throw hooks, ooh, you know. So if you serious, go there. If you're not serious about 147, go for the Barrios, then jump up, or just jump up. But bottom line, to do whatever you got to do at 147, you gonna have to come out them pockets, either for Barrios or Brian. You know, and Brian gonna be the cheaper route, hands down. So that's it. That's pretty much locked and stocked. There ain't nothing else you can add to that right there. That's pretty much the options. Like I said, we don't want to go back spinning our wheels with the the Karens and all that and the villas and stuff like that, because if this is what I said about fighting Karen, if anybody's been on the channel long enough to remember, I said that it's not good because you don't want to see him struggle against this level of opponent. If he does struggle, you wanted to be against another champion, somebody like Brian Norman. If not, he's going to get a lot of criticism. And what happened when he fought? Exactly what I said. So if I'm serious, I'm going to jump on him quick. I'm going to jump on that boy quick. Because like I said, he going to get hit. He going to get hit. And he can crack a little bit because what he did, old boy, he knocked the snot up out him. But those are the options, man. There ain't nothing left. If there's another option out there that don't make him look like he going back, you know what I'm saying, to kindergarten with it, tell me. Because I think I pretty much covered all of it. If you ain't doing anything other than that, then you ain't talking about nothing. But at the end of the day, it's Eddie. Eddie gonna have to come out that change, man. You can't not come out that money and talk about anything at 147. It's a contradiction. Anyways, that's my thoughts on this. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm out.